Have you ever wondered what your cat is really thinking? Understanding cat communication is key to building a stronger bond with your feline friend. Cats have their own unique ways of communicating. It's not always easy for us humans to decipher their subtle cues. But by learning their language, we can better understand their needs, fears, and desires. This understanding can transform our relationship with our cats. Imagine being able to tell if your cat is feeling playful, anxious, or content. Think about how much richer your interactions would be if you could respond to their unspoken signals. That's the power of understanding cat communication. Learning your cat's language is a journey of discovery. It's about unlocking the secrets behind those mesmerizing meows and enigmatic stares. So, are you ready to dive into the fascinating world of cat communication? Harmonious relationship. Let's start by decoding some common cat body language signals. The tail, for instance, is a highly expressive body part. A high, erect tail often signifies confidence and contentment. A twitching tail, however, can indicate excitement, anticipation, or even agitation. The eyes are another window into your cat's emotional state. Dilated pupils can be a sign of fear or excitement, while constricted pupils often indicate anger or focus. Slow blinking, on the other hand, is a sign of trust and affection. And let's not forget about the ears. Flattened ears against the head usually signal fear or anxiety, while forward-facing ears with a slight swivel indicate alertness and interest. If you pay close attention to these subtle cues, you'll start to notice a whole new dimension to your cat's behavior. The Great Meow Mystery. What do cats think when we meow at them? Now, let's address the million-dollar question. What goes through your cat's mind when you meow at them? It's a question that has puzzled cat owners for centuries. Here's the thing. Adult cats rarely meow to each other. Meowing is primarily a behavior that kittens use to communicate with their mothers. It's a way for them to solicit attention, food, or comfort. As cats mature, they generally outgrow this behavior, reserving their meows almost exclusively for communicating with us, their beloved humans. So, when you meow at your cat, they might initially be taken aback. It's not a sound they're accustomed to hearing from their own kind. However, cats are incredibly adaptable creatures. They quickly learn that our meows are our way of talking to them. Lost in translation, why your meow might be confusing your cat. While cats understand that we're trying to communicate with them when we meow, our meows can sometimes be confusing. Cats have a complex system of vocalizations that they use to communicate with each other and with us. Each meow, purr, and chirp has a specific meaning and purpose. You see, we humans aren't very good at replicating the subtle nuances of feline vocalizations. Our attempts often lack the precision and context that cats rely on to understand each other. A kitten's meow is high-pitched and insistent, designed to elicit an immediate response from its mother. This type of meow is a clear call for attention and care, something that mother cats are finely tuned to respond to. Our meows, on the other hand, tend to be lower in pitch and more varied in tone. This variation can be confusing for cats, as it doesn't match the specific sounds they are used to. This can make it difficult for cats to decipher our intended meaning. They might understand that we are trying to communicate, but the exact message can get lost in translation. Imagine trying to learn a foreign language by listening to someone speak it in a monotone voice. Without the proper inflections and emphasis, it would be hard to grasp the full meaning of the words. It would be pretty challenging to pick up on the subtle cues and inflections that convey meaning. This is similar to what cats experience when we meow at them without the proper feline nuances. That's often the situation cats find themselves in when we meow at them. They hear the sound but can't quite make out the message we're trying to send. The good news is that cats are incredibly patient and forgiving creatures. They are willing to give us the benefit of the doubt and try to understand our clumsy attempts at communication. They're willing to overlook our clumsy attempts at communication and meet us halfway. Over time, many cats learn to interpret our unique ways of speaking to them, building a special bond that transcends the limitations of language. So even if your meow isn't perfect, your cat appreciates the effort and the love behind it. After all, it's the intention and the bond that truly matter. Talking tail real-life stories of cat-human communication. I've spent years working with cats, and I've witnessed some incredible examples of cat-human communication. It's truly fascinating how these creatures, often perceived as aloof and independent, can form such deep and meaningful connections with us. Their ways of communicating are as varied as their personalities, and each cat has its own unique method of expressing itself. I remember one particular cat, a sleek Siamese named Luna, who had a unique way of letting her owner know when she was hungry. Luna was not your typical vocal cat. She rarely meowed. Instead, she had developed a more subtle and sophisticated way to communicate her needs. Instead of meowing incessantly like some cats do, Luna would saunter up to her owner, brush against her legs, and then sit patiently by her food bowl, tail twitching expectantly. This behavior was her polite way of saying, "Excuse me, but it's dinner time." Her owner quickly learned to recognize this signal and would promptly fill her bowl. It was her subtle way of saying, "Excuse me, but it's dinner time." This kind of communication is not just about getting fed. It's about the bond and understanding that develops between a cat and its human. Another cat I encountered, a ginger tabby named Oliver, had a special meow reserved for when he wanted to play fetch. Oliver was an energetic and playful cat, and he had a particular fondness for a small, squeaky toy. It was a distinct chirping sound, quite unlike his usual meows. This chirping was his way of saying, "Let's play." His owners, initially puzzled by this strange vocalization, eventually realized that Oliver was trying to tell them something specific. His owners, initially puzzled by this strange vocalization, eventually realized that Oliver was trying to tell them something. They began to understand that this chirping sound was his unique way of initiating a game of fetch. Once they recognized this, their bond with Oliver grew even stronger. These stories highlight the incredible depth and complexity of cat communication. Each cat has its own language, a combination of vocalizations, body language, and behavior that, when understood, can lead to a deeper and more fulfilling relationship with their human companions. Cats are constantly finding new and creative ways to communicate with us, if only we take the time to listen. By paying attention to their signals and learning their unique languages, we can build stronger, more meaningful connections with our feline friends. So next time your cat does something unusual, take a moment to observe and understand. You might just discover a whole new way of communicating with your furry companion. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. Your support means a lot.